So, our guest for today, Dr. Madhurika Babu, is a dentist. She's currently pursuing her post graduation at Ramiah College. She loves singing and has always been in athletics. And she loves dogs and will go to any length for them. Welcome, Madhurika, to this discussion on safe spaces.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, let me start by asking you that this is something that I've been asking of all of your friends who have come for the discussion, that how safe did you find yourself as a child with your background of the army, of moving from place to place, meeting new people all the time?
Luckily, in my experience, I've been very sheltered, I would say, and
Okay.
I haven't had any touch wood. I haven't had any such exposures, but at least till date, I've been very protected, and I've
Right.
met nice people.
Yeah. So let us believe in the goodness of this world.
Yes, absolutely.
But how would you describe yourself? If I asked you that, describe yourself in 3 words, what are the adjectives you choose for yourself?
Simple,
And
um, low maintenance,
how nice.
and
And
an absolute goof. I
but you're still doing pretty well if you reach the stage of post graduation in your academics, and
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have so many other talents too. So I think you're just underplaying yourself, but then uh, everyone has a way of choosing what they want to say and what they want to be.
Yes,
So, how many places did you change in your childhood?
Luckily, since we've had little personal issues, we haven't. I've only been in Delhi and Bangalore, but we've
Okay.
shifted about 15 houses in Bangalore.
Oh,
So
so
now we finally shifted to our own house, and
mhm.
it's a pleasure having your own room.
Yes, I understand that very, very well.
Uh, it's just anywhere where I'm at peace. I would define this as that. It doesn't have to be my room. It could just be upstairs and I'm at peace. It could be surrounded by people, but as long as I have the right company around, I don't think I need much.
Okay, so it feels safe for you as long as you have the right people around you.
Yes, simply as everybody is the same. Everybody should be treated the same. And fortunately for the places that I have lived, I haven't. We've always lived in some good parts of the city, so we haven't had such encounters. Where I felt that there was inequality or something of that sort. But I think we've had good neighbors, good people around. In terms of language, I would say maybe sometimes I felt slightly, that although I've lived so many years in Bangalore, I don't speak the language very well. I mean, I struggle, and I'm a little ashamed of it that I still struggle with it. But yeah, that time I felt. There are times when I felt that I wish I would speak. Then I would feel more included,
Yeah.
and probably you know. Uh, Opportunities would have been offered the same, because there is a sense of comfort when a person speaks the same language as you. You would be given
Yes.
more responsibilities and opportunities.
So
So
I
that
can
I
understand
think,
that in your profession too,
yes,
you must be needing
absolutely,
it. I'm a doctor too, so I can very well understand that to
okay,
communicate with patients, you need the
absolutely,
language.
yes,
So,
to
but
give them that sense of comfort.
yeah,
Because I'm struggling, but as long as I can make the patient laugh, I think it's okay.
yes.
They've understood what I've meant.
Huh. And when they laugh, they open their mouth too. So it's good for you.
Exactly. So it's easier for me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not aware.
You're not aware. So, but do you think there are a lot of children who are being abused?
Yes, unfortunately, I do. I think it's the extended family. There's the incidents that I've heard of and read of. I think unfortunately that's the case. And the extended family seems to have also, since they have an obvious sense of belonging in the family, they tend to take advantage of it. I think yes, initially that has to be the case, so as to create a sense of fear.
Yeah.
Only after that would someone be open to the education aspect of it, the self-awareness of it. Unless there is a sense of fear that if I do this, there may be consequences, I don't think one would learn.
If you find someone showing nude pictures to a child or pornography to a child, would you consider that person to be abusing the child, sexually abusing the child?
Yes,
So these acts are also considered, even though there is no direct contact or touch, but when they are
absolutely, yes.
showing such pictures or cracking lewd jokes with them, they would also come under sexual abuse.
Yes, absolutely. A fearful child and a sudden change in behavior of the child, and that's a change in behavior. An active child would just absolutely become homebound, and scared to interact, or fear of what may what he may have to go through,
Yeah.
and mm, just generally lost. He would be lost in his own thoughts
Yes.
of what could go wrong.
Absolutely true. And even listening to you saying these things makes me feel so sad that what the child must be going through.
Unfortunately, I don't think so. I think it leaves a scar, and a lot of healing would take to actually get him back to how he was, how she was.
So,
But I do think it's possible. You can get over it if you're around the right people after that, the right kind of support.
exactly. Yeah.
Then you can probably fight against it at one point in your life.
And what will the mother do?
Mother would be in denial that this couldn't be the case, and I think after a lot of convincing, she would understand. And
And will the parents
when,
then confront the chachu?
I hope they do. I think they should. They'll ask the child exactly how long this has been happening and what exactly happens. And after they have a clear idea of it, I think they'll be too infuriated to discuss it any further. And I think they'll confront the chachu and hopefully kick his ass. I don't think so. I
They
think
will
they
not
do
go
it
to the police.
themselves. No, unless depending on his reaction. But I don't think that would be the initial. I think they would confront him themselves first and try to get a hold of the matter,
So, why do you think they will not approach the police?
because it's relative. You wouldn't involve a police into family, although seems like they should. Yes, that would be very very useful, not only for them but for a lot of um, people like them.
So, that's a good initiative, the Boxo e
Absolutely,
box.
yes. As long as it stays anonymous, making communication easy, making communication transparent, and for the child to have that much ease, so as to allow him to speak what is on his mind. Create that sort of an environment for the child, for any child. Give them that comfort. Also also teach them at young about the good touch and the bad touch, so they know when something is not right, and they're able to differentiate between between the two.
Can
I
you
want
say it?
action.
Thank you.
That it's been an honor to be involved in this, and having learned about this, um, and to have been able to call myself for action.